Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm theoliverpickard. Welcome to 2018, everybody. Woo! Made it. Nearly 1 year old. This video, not me. I'm not 1 year old. I'm 28, which is depressing. But the fact that it's 2018 and I'm in my bedroom is not. Awesome things are coming. Unfortunately, this isn't a video all about my barn and all about my house and all about what's going on here. This is a review of the Cat-Eye 400 volt dual and the lezyne STR Pro hashtag thingy. When I lived in Spain, there was no real need for lights in summer, and I only used a real light in winter. But here in France, well, in Limousin, the area I'm living in Limousin Cruz, it's famous for its lakes. It's like 50% water. There's lakes and rivers everywhere. In fact, there's one at the bottom of the garden. And because of that, and because it's quite warm, it's like springtime now, even though it's a bit chilly in the morning, there's a lot of fog of a morning, like thick fog. So I've never really needed lights, and I've found myself needing lights. And I'm going to give a shout out to Bike Radar, actually, because I've never needed lights. So I went on YouTube and actually looked at bike radars, like what you really need on your bike realistically for lights. Because what I need is a fog light for my bike. Because it's very uphill and down daily, there's a lot of blind crests, a lot of blind corners, a lot of hedgerows. And they suggested that you need 2 lights, which is fair enough. So I kind of figured out, and this is what I came to. A helmet mounted light for my head and a tail mounted light for the back. So I can have one that's permanently on and one that flashes. So one that grabs attention and one that shows my position. And I need all the lumens because it gets foggy and a fog light is bright in a car. So this is what I came up with. This is the Cat-Eye Volt 400. And it's quite unique because it fits on your helmet. It has a rear light which you turn on thusly, and it has a front-facing light which you turn on that way, like that. As you can see, it's pretty damn bright. I won't shine it at the camera because it'll just like make me go all dark. If I shine it on the wall behind me, you'll see that it's a spotlight. It's not a big bright floodlight, but also it has really good sideways visibility. And as a flash, there we go, it's a wicked strobe. It's lithium battery, USB chargeable through the port on the bottom, and it has a charging light there. When it's fully charged, the light, I think the light goes out, or the light's fully red, or something, I can't remember. 7 hours charge time, 6 hours something charge time. Pretty standard for this sort of light. And this is the strap. It's a Velcro strap which kind of Velcros through and back onto itself. Now they say to Velcro it onto the front of your helmet. I don't want to Velcro it onto the front of my helmet because there's nowhere to Velcro it on really. But there's this really handy place on the back. But it means that I need to swap the strap around. So you can see on this top mount here that there's a sideways fixing and there's a top and bottom fixing. So the mount simply Velcros to your helmet like that. Like I say, it does suggest that you do it to the front of your helmet, but on the POC Octal, I suppose I could do like a side to side Velcro because it has to go through. But it doesn't really sit nicely and flush. It does sit nice and flush on the rear, which is quite good because a POC Octal's a racer's helmet, really. It's not really the kind of, like a 300 quid helmet isn't the kind of helmet you use for a commuter. I shouldn't think, although if you do commute in a POC Octal, nice one. All the style points for you. And the light simply clicks on and there's a little tiny lever underneath for detaching. It makes your helmet look like the Star Trek Enterprise, in my opinion. And I ride in quite an aero position, so actually having the my head quite forward and down, so having the light at the back, further back on the helmet and further up, can only be a good thing. And so far down, I want it to be visible above hedgerows, so I'm going to run this on a flash. The front light doesn't bother me too much because I'm not riding at night. It has a dual strobe setting, which is the setting that I will use it on when I'm using it, which shows a constant beam and the flash. I quite like this. It has enough modes that you'll ever need, and it has a memory mode as well, so that just by pressing it, it will go back onto the last mode you had it on. The rear light has 2 modes, which is simple enough. It's a flash and a constant. This light is real easy to reach when you're riding, to dip your light if there's a car coming. This light is not so easy to reach. Can tend to set that one on one of the 2 modes before you set out on your ride anyway, so I don't think that's much of a problem. And this light was quite expensive. It was about 65 quid or 70 euros, whatever the conversion rate is today. That's a lot of money to spend on a light, but it is 2 lights. It is very high on your body. It is very bright, and it has this really good dual strobe function. So it says that this light is 400 lumens max front, 10 lumens max rear, 250 hours maximum at the rear. I'm guessing that's just with the rear light on and just on flash. Excuse me. And the front light is 400 lumens max and a maximum of 150 hours, which again I'm guessing is just on flash or low. Both of them together, you probably get a good few hours out of them on the minimum light settings, and 4, maybe 5 hours out of them on the full beam settings. I had the light on strobe and the rear light on strobe as well. We did a 50-mile ride from here to Chennai. No, sorry, from here to Jane, in freezing conditions the other day, and the light performed admirably. And even though there isn't a light that tells you how much battery there is left, it was nowhere near low by charging times when we got it home. And it's a simple USB charging cable. I must say that the charging cable supplied is a bit wimpy. Seriously, that's the charging cable. I use my phone's fast charger. Whether that will destroy the battery or not, I don't know. If it does destroy the battery, I'll do a video on that. But they themselves, Cat-Eye themselves, sell a fast charger for this that you have to take the light apart for. Like, Cat-Eye, come on, you do better cables than that. That's not long enough for anything, and it'll end up dangling, and this will end up all frayed, and you don't want that. So that's a pathetic cable. I use the cable from my phone charger to charge it up. On to the next one. This is the rear LED light strip drive pro from Lezyne, and it's a seat post light. It has a big gummy back. I bought it in red, not black. They do 2 colour options. I don't know why you need 2 colour options for lights, but if you can match your bike, why not? And it's a 300 lumen light. It cost 37 €49 from Chain Reaction. We got 2 of them. Chain Reaction was the cheapest we found, so we got it from Chain Reaction. As you know, I believe in shopping around. This one was from Amazon because Chain Reaction didn't have it in stock, so Chain Reaction lost out there. And this arrived before this did, only by a day, but still, we ordered them at the same time. Chain Reaction, cheapest price though for the Lezyne. It's got a USB charger under this rubber bung, so remove the rubber bung at the bottom and it plugs in. I found it really easy to plug it in the wrong way up because it only has the little strips on one side. That's me being an idiot and not a design fault, maybe, I don't know, but I did do that wrong. And it does have a charging light as well, if you can see that little green LED there. And it tells you when it's fully charged because the light changes. And it is super bright on full blast, but this is a floodlight, not a spotlight. My slight problem with the lezyne is it has 11 flash modes, or 11 different light modes. Now, it has full brightness, 3 dips, and a bunch of different flashes, as well as a flare mode, which is a super bright, full lumen flash, which is awesome. But 11 modes is too many, because simply, so say you've had it on flare, which is this, the brightest mode, for daytime running, it's a giant flash, and you want to turn it on to a lower mode. It's really difficult to remember which mode you had it in, because it's simply got too many modes, and this is lezyne showing off. This is like, oh, look how many functions we have in our lights. But quite honestly, there are too many modes in this light, in my opinion. That may be super functional for somebody, and I've got no doubt that it is, but I found it just a bit annoying, because I wanted to go from this to a reduced light, which was like this, without getting off my bike and having a look at it. And because it has 11 modes, I didn't feel confident that I could just do it without looking. That's a little bugbear, but that's slightly annoying. The bungee strap for the seat post is nice and thick, and I think you can also buy them separately if you do snap one. You have to push it quite far into the little rubber groove to get it to attach well and securely, and then stretch it around your seat post. And the thing that I found is, it's not a problem for me actually, but that biggest hole just about stretches around my seat post. Like say you've got a TT bike, or your triathlete with one of those ridiculously wide aero posts. Even though it has a nice V cut out on the back and these big rubber wings, so it will fit any post size, I don't know whether that would go around any post size. Lezyne might sell a longer rubber strip for if you have an aero post or something. Hello. 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 Unlike the cat eye, not this cat eye, that cat eye, it has a light to say how much battery it's got and whether you need to recharge it before you head home. But if you've had it on charge anyway, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, these two lights, it's about £100 for both lights if you shop around. You might think 100 quid is a lot to spend on something that doesn't make you faster, but I personally think it's worth every penny. You know, I bought my Pocoxle because it's one of the best and safest helmets money can buy, with its MIPS liner. But a helmet doesn't stop a car hitting you, whereas lights do. I said this in my having hit by a car video. You know, it's your first line of defense is visibility, and even though it doesn't guarantee someone will see you, it pretty much makes sure that you're as visible as possible, which in my book is worth 100 quid, because my life's worth more than 100 quid, and Miriam's life is definitely worth more than 100 quid to me. So it's worth every single cent to me. I very much recommend both of these lights in conjunction with each other if you live in an unlit countryside place with high hedges, or you just want to make sure that you're safe and you want to be seen over the top of parked cars and stuff like that. The cat eye is great, and the flare setting on this, even in daylight, is incredibly visible. So they are great lights, at a not unreasonable price. You know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, lights of this brightness and of this quality would have been a lot more expensive, but now thanks to LEDs, they're available to us at a fraction of the price that they once cost. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. There'll be more videos very soon. I don't think I'll be doing 3 videos a week for a while, just because I've got so much building work to do. But I'll have an update on the building work very, very soon. So we might only have 1 or 2 videos a week, depending on what I can do around work. If you want to watch them as soon as I make them, then please click the bell icon down below, and you'll get a notification to your phone or to your YouTube notifications as soon as I upload a video. and you can watch them that way. If you subscribe to this channel, thank you very much for subscribing. We've hit 50 subscribers. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Oh no, sorry, 55 subscribers. We hit 55 subscribers. That's even better. Woo. So yeah, thank you for liking this video if you did like it, and please send this video to friends and family and whoever, and people you don't like who might find this video helpful, or any of the videos that I make helpful. So thank you very much for watching again, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.